Welcome back to Weekend Out. My name is Gaurav. Naam to suna hoga. Now this is the part that I love the most because this is when you and I sit and have a great meal together. And today is going to be very, very interesting because what's the best way of having a meal? It's with someone who knows the food, right? Especially when it's a cuisine that you're not very familiar with, or you haven't tried very much, or it's not very popular. Now here a lot of people eat Arabic food, but how many know about authentic Emirati food? Not very many, right? But now if you want to, there's a great company that's doing it for you. It's a company started by a lady called Khadija. She's an Emirati and the company is called Meet the Locals, and she does these very interesting tours where she actually introduces you to the Emirati cuisine and the Emirati culture. And I think there's no better way to meet the locals than to eat with them.
Welcome, my name is Khadija, the founder of Meet the Locals. We are an Emirati tourism company specialized in Emirati culture. Today we are in Al Fanar seafood restaurant and we will be explaining about the authentic Emirati food. So today we're going to have a cultural meal event, which is an Emirati dinner, where we will be explaining about the different Emirati dishes. So basically in this event, we as Emirati, we sit with the expat people, whether they are tourists or residents, and we have Emirati meal together, where we will be explaining about the different dishes, how we prepare them, when we eat it, what are the ingredients. So in today's experience, we're going to try 4 Emirati dishes. The first one is called jashid, which is baby shark, which is scrambled with onion and some spices with coriander. We normally eat it with plain white rice. The second dish, it's called majboos rabian, which is shrimp majboos. It is basically like the majboos rice, which is rice mixed with some spices. The third dish is called farid, which is a vegetable stew with lamb, and we put a very thin Emirati bread in it, which is called regag. So the regag is soaked in this salona, which we call it the stew. And we are going to try the margouga, which is dough mixed with vegetables and chicken. And for the sweet, we're going to have the famous Emirati sweet, which is called legemat, which is dough, which is deep fried, and it's topped with date syrup and sesame. A lot of people, they get confused between the Arabic food and the Emirati food. They think, for example, in salads, they think the fattoush and the tabbouleh are Emirati, but actually they are Lebanese. In addition, like a lot of people, they think the shawarma is Emirati, but actually it's Levant. Even for the sweet, like Ali, it's popular here, but it's not Emirati. But a lot of expats or even some Emiratis, they get confused.
Well, it was, I would say it was a very different and unique experience. A lot of the times I would associate Arabic food with the basics, hummus and falafel and stuff like that. But coming to this place, I just saw a new, I experienced a completely different cuisine. I mean, there's so much more to Arabic Emirati food with the color, with the flavors, with the kind of dishes. I mean, I was amazed. It was really nice and rich.
A really wonderful experience. I've learned today that shark was part of the cuisine. I didn't know that it was edible, and it was delicious, which surprised me a lot. Also, it was a wonderful experience. I think that around food you come closer, so we got a chance to meet the locals, understand a little bit more about the Emirati culture, so that was really nice as well. And food makes people happy, brings people together, so it was a wonderful experience. I would recommend it to anyone.
So in order to know more about the Emirati cuisine, we always recommend, or even any other cuisine, we recommend you to try it with locals, because they are the best people who can give you more information about their own local food, so you can get more knowledge about food from different parts of the world.